Hey, Ashley.
Yes.
You don't often get to spend a lot of time on camera.
I do not. I've spent very little, actually, this year.
There's a challenge where people don't really know what goes into shipping.
Okay.
So can you talk about shipping, and in particular, what it's like to take these one-of-a-kind rare prizes and to package them up in a way that humans receive them and they're in the same condition when they arrive as when you sent them?
So, in the shipping office, I have one rule, and it is to stuff the bus out of it. When in doubt, stuff it.
Okay.
With either packing peanuts or bubble wrap or packing paper. No, but really.
Do you have a favorite?
I prefer bubble wrap. Packing peanuts are almost the worst. Unless they're those, like, natural ones or biodegradable ones. Those are...
Like the cardboard triangles? Or the...
No, they're actually, there's foam ones that, like, if you get them wet, I think they're, cornstarch based.
Yeah.
So if you get them wet, they do break down, but other than that, like, they're real good.
Nice.
But no, like, we get a lot of really good stuff, and our crafters are really good at packaging their stuff. Now, especially because the instructions we give them is the post office, both Canada Post and USPS and everywhere else. Basically, we tell them that their package will be kicked, and to pack it accordingly, just for safety reasons. Then it's good. But yeah, so when you win a prize, we then process things in our back-end system that was created by the wonderful, amazing Ashton years ago.
Woo.
And so it processes with your shipping information, and then we put that into the Canada Post website, and we process the payment, and then it prints out a shipping label, and we tape it to the package, and we make awful sounds with the tape gun, like real awful sounds. And then our wonderful site volunteers, in the morning, they load up their car and they drop it off at the post office, and it gets to you. And I noticed earlier in the chat, like early on in our shift, somebody had already posted.
No kidding.
Their photo of reveceiving their prize.
So people are getting prizes already.
The micro pendants that were from like the I think from the second day.
Yeah.
They posted the set of those.
That's amazing.
And the NES
like I will say, I think that person was in Canada and fairly close to us, but that's not the point.
Yeah.
People already received their prize.
Yeah. Hey Ashley.
Yes.
What is the worst prize you've ever had to ship?
Always the mystery box.
Really?
Always
Because you have to
the
fill out
mystery
the
box.
customs manifest?
Yes.
There's like 100 things in it?
Yeah, the year that it went to somebody in Canada, I actually cried because I was so excited because it didn't have to have the customs form. So we just packed the bus out of it and sent it off, and like I think I remember Joe had checked first and came running. She was like, "It's Canada!" And we danced and laughed and cried.
I remember one year Tally made us an enormous octopus, like this giant octopus, and we're sitting there and we're being like, this is gonna cost like $500 to ship.
And so like I knew it would do well, and that so I understood, but she had come to me like years before being like, so what kind of size prizes are we looking for? Just, for shipping purposes, we want to get things that make sense.
Oh, so Leonard the giant octopus.
Yes. Yeah. So I had given her some like parameters that made sense, and then Desert Bus 8 came around, and she didn't tell me that Leonard was a thing until like the day before we started, and I was like, Tally, I love you, but WTF? And then the person who won it was down in Washington State, close to where the charity dinner is. I don't quite know exactly. And it turned out that Jer and Tally were actually driving down that year, and I was like, hey, guess who's delivering it? And she did.
Door prize delivery.
Yeah. So, but no, it's always the mystery box, especially the years that we were basically dumping what was left of the pig sweeteners in the box, because it was an absolute nightmare.
Should we, I don't know. Maybe we shouldn't. But wow, that thing's off slightly. The camera's tilted.
Yeah.
Should we say, because everyone likes to throw a whole bunch of stuff into the mystery boxes and whatnot, like
It's not happening
on
this year.
screen.
Like, I mean, I know Ian always throws the kazoo in. Like,
He doesn't have one this year.
oh, I heard him
Oh, did he get one?
squeaking on one the other
Okay,
day.
maybe he did get one.
But like Kathleen had asked if she could throw some of the chocolate bars, and I was like, no. I have kept a certain level to the mystery box this year.
Okay.
And I want to keep it that way. Like, it's not full, but it's definitely not bad.
Because I was going to suggest that you could say to people, you can throw something in if you want, but you have to fill out the customs declaration.
How do I message engineering here?
Just type into the Slack where it is right now.
The stage.
You are currently on the stage, and they have access to the stage. They will see things go by.
I just noticed somebody asked about the trouble of Pen Surprise. It actually wasn't too bad. He and his manager were wonderful and actually gave us a list just before the call went live, so we knew what to expect. And all of it is what we call a non-physical, so we don't actually have to ship it ourselves. We're sending information to them, and they will get it to you. So it's actually quite easy for us on those ones. The problem was always when we had no idea what was happening, and there was a team of us furiously typing in the background, trying to write down absolutely everything that was being said on the call. I remember it was also Desert Bus 8, where that was just like before we were doing an auction, trying to create lots, and yeah.